Good afternoon, guys. Alright, so we're on our first load back to actually working. Not the greatest of runs, but it's a pretty good run. And it's putting me in Michigan, so I should have a pretty good chance of getting reloaded out of there. We have 4 stops, and I'm going to do my damnedest to get it off tomorrow. But we got 4 stops going to Michigan. I think I wrote them all down here. Finals out in Lewiston, Michigan. We got Dorr, Michigan, Muskegon, Michigan, Traverse City, Michigan, and then, like I said, final is in Lewiston, Michigan. It's 700 miles. Probably a good idea. I'm not sure how many miles it is to the first one. I didn't write all that down, so let's see. Let's do city center for now. Location city center. Door. Michigan. Begin new route. So we'll get in about. It's going to be within a couple miles. I don't know if it's my lens. It's or just the lighting. Yeah, well.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Yeah, so we should be able to get quite a distance done today. It's 456 miles up to the first stop. That leaves 300 and just over, we'll say 350 for tomorrow, which is not quite that much. But I should be able to get all of it knocked out tomorrow, and then I'll probably just be stuck up in Michigan for the weekend, which is fine. We'll try to. I'll try to get something booked for Monday morning. Tomorrow I'll try to get something booked for Monday morning, and at least if I can get all of this off tomorrow, I can at least head in the direction or get close to where we're going to load on Monday. But we're going to play that by ear for right now and see how everything goes. So I'll show you guys the load here in a few. Unfortunately, we do have to tarp it. I do have to tarp it. It required a smoke tarp, but I didn't need a smoke tarp because I have a grass burner. But the last 2 stops require tarps. So the last 2 stops are going to be on the front anyway, so it don't make any difference. So I'm probably going to just, not sure exactly how I'm going to do this yet, but I'll probably, we'll see how much room it takes up. I'll probably drop out one of the 8-footers, and then I'll use whatever else I need to do. Maybe use one of the steel tarps to cover up the backside if that's what it's going to take. But we'll see what they say, and go from there. So show you guys when it's all done, and hopefully it goes pretty quick. We've already been sitting here for over an hour, and they just started putting some stuff on us. So see you in a second. All right, here's our load. Notice the 3 and 4 on there if you can. These are our numbers for our stops. We got number 4s on the bottom there, which means our final stop. And we got a 2 on top in the front. Stop 3 and 4 has to be tarped. And because they couldn't figure out how to put stop 1 and 2 on the back and stop 3 and 4 in the front, I now have to tarp the entire load. Mostly because we have that white bundle there on the bottom and that black bundle there on the bottom. I have to tarp the whole back side now.
and the only thing I have that'll cover the whole, both my 8-foot tarps. I'm not particularly a happy camper right now, so we're gonna get it done, get the money. Oh, good morning, guys. Damn this lens. One of these days we'll have it clean before we start recording. So we finished up last night here in Illinois. I'll tell you the exact town name in a second. Give you a quick show of the load after it got all tarp. I got to untarp, retarp, untarp, retarp a lot with this freaking load. So you can imagine why I'm not extremely happy with it, but here's the load. It came out all right. Biggest thing I had to do here was, and I'll be able to remove this strap after we get off the first stop. I had to put this strap here for nothing else but to hold this flap up, and then I bungeed up around the strap. That's just so that they can see my, and I wouldn't have an issue with that. But as soon as they get off the first stop, which is most of what's on the back, that's my biggest stop, and I got these 4 things here in the middle, these 4 coils. Once I get them off, I'll be able to have them slide the rest of that stuff up a little bit, and then I can, when I pull that back tarp off, I can fold it up real quick, grab one of my smaller tarps, and throw it over the last bundle there. Oh man. Tipton, Indiana. I just said Illinois. I meant Indiana. Tipton, Indiana. I'm I lost about an hour and a half yesterday. I got into Indianapolis yesterday. They had 465 shut down, so they had a detour off onto one of the other highways there, take that straight up to 70, take 70 back over to 465 to continue. And then I completely zoned out, got off the wrong exit, turned around, got myself back on track, passed my exit, and then got turned back around to get back to my exit again. And before that, I was just driving along, looked down at the fuel, and said, well, I better figure out where I got to get some fuel at. Coming up 69, and I got about 10 minutes past the exit, and I didn't have this planned, but I did have to turn around to go back to it. I ended up doing, from where I turned around, it was a 34 miles, basically a 34-mile round trip out of my way to run back and grab fuel, because I was on about quarter of a tank, between quarter and an eighth. And I just didn't want to take a chance. The next closest one was Indianapolis, which was 150 miles. So, I mean, my light had just came on, so it was about an eighth of a tank. But I expected on 69 there to be more truck stops, but there wasn't. So I ended up saying screw it. I lost about an hour of doing that. Turning around, go down, grab the fuel, and get back to the point where I was at. But what are you gonna do? So I was gonna end the video yesterday after I showed you guys the load. Well, last night after we got parked, but I'm just gonna continue it on. We'll just put the rest of today into one video. But yeah, that sucked. We got slowed down, backed up, messed up. It was just an off day yesterday. It really aggravated me. They could have taken those 2 skids in the back and they could have taken the 2 skids in the front, and they could have did a little Tetris and put them together a little bit better than they did. But it is what it is, so we'll deal with it. By the time we get to the second stop, I should be able to have the second stop, because they have the pallets on top in the front stack. So I should be able to have that second stop, remove the pallets from the back, put them in that place, and then all I'll have to do is re-tarp the front. Hopefully it goes that well. So we'll see what happens. I'll try to keep you guys updated as we go along here, and I hope it's not that bad. So we'll see, and we'll see you in a second.
All right, guys, we got stop 1 off. I was too busy to do anything while he was unloading here. We're in this field here, a bunch of pipe and stuff laying all around. We got 4 pallets over there of the black coil looking rolls there. Yeah, 4 of them were ours. What else we got? And then we got some pipe just right next to my ear there. So, all right, that's what we got for now. All I did was throw the tarp on there, threw a couple bungees on the other side. I'm gonna grab a couple bungees on this side, and then we're pulling out of here to get to the next stop. Hopefully we can get at least, I'm hoping we can at least get stop 3 off, and we can get over to the 4th stop for Monday. So we'll see what happens. All right, stop 3. I just peeled the tarp back. They took the 2 bundles off there. Got 1 more bundle to take off. I'm gonna fix them straps right now that I'm already in the process of doing, and then just pull that tarp back over, bunge it down, throw these straps back on in the back once he pulls that pallet off, and we're gone. I don't know. We rushed through, got all that done, and now we can't deliver until Monday for the next 2 stops. It was like 133 miles from here to get to the next stop, and they close in a half an hour. Which is bold, because they don't close until 5 o'clock. Don't matter, I'm not making 5 o'clock. It's more like 6:30 before I'd get there. So I'm going to do basically 72 miles out of route. It's actually 36 miles south of me, and I'm supposed to go north. But I'm going to go south down to the Pilot. It's the closest truck stop there is where I can get a shower. And I'm going to do a 34-hour break there. I'll leave out Sunday evening and get parked get parked at the customer. I'll check it out online first, but I'll let you guys know in a second after we get to the truck stop. I'm just going to get out of here and get down there before it gets packed up. So, hold on. So we're done. Sit here for the weekend. We'll head out of here Sunday night and shoot up to Traverse City. Sunday night. It looks like they got enough parking, or not enough parking, but it looks like I'll be able to squeeze in there just before the gate. I don't plan on being up there until about 10 o'clock at night anyway, so. stupid curtain. Yeah, so that's it. I've actually been there a couple times last year delivering pipe from New York, so I know exactly the exact place that I'm going to, so it should go pretty good. If it's not one thing rattling, it's another thing. My lord, I can't stand hearing that crap. I just turned the truck on for a little bit because I'm going to make a little bit more in the microwave. I'll try to keep it off. I got to do some laundry tomorrow, and I'll sit inside and watch TV rather than sit out here in this hot truck. Maybe do some walking and jogging tomorrow morning. See what happens. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a little longer than I expected. Maybe not. I don't know. I even throw a little clip. I'm gonna throw a little clip in here. I don't even think I'm gonna put any. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll figure out how I feel when I do the editing. But there's a 30-second clip in there that yeah, I'll put it before this video because that's when it took place, before I went and took a shower. But it's 30-second long video, and it was just showing the trucks coming and going, and a couple of them parking. I thought it was pretty cool. It was actually 49 minutes that I let it record for, and then I shrunk it all down to 30 seconds. So I thought that was pretty cool. I could have gone a little smaller than that, about 20 seconds, but 30 seconds felt like a pretty good number. So anyway, that's it. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you Monday. No, you guys will see Tuesday. I don't know. My mind's up in the air. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you